Oh, now Japanese food in the UK. The big piece of Japanese food in the UK. Well, there's people in the UK love sushi, and it's funny because there's a lot of really bad sushi in the UK as well. There's a lot of really bad sushi. Particularly a lot of supermarkets will sell like these plastic trays with sushi, and you'll get, and you know, it's all the stuff like the fucking California dragon roll type thing, you know, but sushi, definitely a lot of supermarkets sell sushi. If you want my advice, the best sushi that I have had from a restaurant or a chain in the UK, surprisingly, there's a restaurant called Kokoro, which is a chain in the UK that there's quite a few of, and I've had Kokoro a few times. Kokoro only serves salmon sushi. They only have sake. But as far as UK takeaway sushi goes, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Their main thing is katsukare. They have chicken cutlet katsukare or pork katsukare as well. They have obviously a lot of different sushi. They have like maki, and they have salmon nigiri as well. It's sad because they used to do this box of like 10 salmon nigiri, and I really, really liked that, but they took it away and started mixing it with like, oh, you can only get the sushi if you get a box with maki in there as well. And I don't really go for that. I prefer to just have nigiri myself, but I'll still go for it sometimes if I'm really hungry and I fancy sushi. Now, when it comes to other bits of Japanese food in the UK, there's another chain restaurant which is a little expensive but is very popular, called Wagamama. Wagamama is all over the place, and the funniest thing is, before I went back to Japan for the first time in a very, very long time, centuries even, a lot of people from Niji came and visited the UK. And one thing that happened was when Prof was in the UK a long while ago, we went to a ramen restaurant. We went to a ramen restaurant in London, and we were like, oh yeah, this is the best. This is gonna be so good. He's gonna love this. And it's like, bro, this is not authentic ramen at all. And I will stand by that. Ramen restaurant was good. The food there is nice. But Wagamama, I think it's nice, okay? I think it's decent. The food there is consistent and it is tasty, but it's not authentic Japanese food at all. The thing about a British person's palate is that I think it's a lot more limited. Japanese food, as a British person who has spent a lot of time in Japan in the last few years for work, a lot of food in Japan doesn't really make sense to a British palate specifically. Obviously, I'm sure it's all delicious and it exists for its own reason, but when I put myself into the mind of a native British person who might not have really been outside of the UK much before, a lot of food in Japan is very outlandish and quite crazy, especially stuff like unagi. You know, a lot of people from the UK really put off by the idea of unagi. A lot of raw food. People from the UK will be very apprehensive about raw food. Raw egg in particular. You know, when I go to Sukiya, I think Sukiya is one of my favorite places to start the day because I love to have a really heavy breakfast. If I'm working in Japan, I usually get up really, really early, around like 5 or 6 a.m. And then I go straight to Sukiya and I get myself the green onion bowl, the negi gyudon with the raw egg. I love it, but raw egg, not safe to eat in the UK at all. Japan has really, really strict safety standards when it comes to raw egg, and if you eat raw egg, especially at a restaurant in Japan, it's usually pretty safe. But that's not the case in the UK. Raw egg in the UK has a decent chance of giving you salmonella, so, you know, don't go and try and make any gyudon by yourself when you're in the UK, because it's probably not going to end well if you put raw egg on it. But I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that anyway, if you are coming from Asia or somewhere with that sort of high standard for eggs. You speak languages other than English. I speak a little bit of Nihongo when I go to Japan. I'm good at going to Konbini and asking for famichiki. はい、どうもすみません。ファミチキ一つお願いします。ありがとうございます。袋お願いします。はい。カードでいいですか？そうそう。ありがとうございました。That's about it. That's about all I got.